I'm Rahm, co-author of the Recovering from Mental Illness blog at HealthyPlace.com. So today I want to talk about a few things I want to look for with my daughter, things that I experienced growing up, such as certain feelings or possible symptoms. I was diagnosed with a mental illness when I was a young adult. So if my daughter needs help, I want to make sure I can get that to her. So first, I struggled with very intense emotions when I was growing up. I didn't even know how bad it was until I got better. When I was a young adult and I started medication, I could look back with better judgment and just see the severity of my intense feelings. A lot of people might say that that's just a part of being a teenager, but what I experienced when I was younger was hell, and it was exhausting. So I really don't want my daughter to go through that, especially if it's an indicator of a larger problem. And then also, I grew up in a rural area, and when I was a teenager, I was counting down the days to when I could leave. I was different, and although I had friends, I wanted to spend a lot of time alone. So if my daughter ever isolates, I want to pay attention to that. I just hope she'll be willing to engage with loved ones and know that we support her. And then finally, if my daughter loses touch with reality at all, that's a huge red flag. Even in early childhood, I was talking about ghosts and I was afraid of my own house. And this wasn't something that happened once or twice. This was an ongoing problem. And I later learned that those ghosts were my hallucinations. So if my daughter loses skepticism or loses reason, shows any disconnection from reality, I'd be very worried. I'd also like to add that even though I struggled with anger and anxiety growing up, there were a lot of happy times too. I would say in general, I had a very nice childhood. So in closing, I just want to say, I feel like the best thing I can do for my daughter right now is just model that it's okay to ask for help when you need it. And just, keep reminding her and teach her that mental health issues are very common and it's okay to talk about them. Thanks, guys.